One lesson you can learn from Misty Copeland's performance at the Oscars. Let's get into it. If you saw Misty Copeland's incredible performance at the Oscars for Sinners, you were blown away, I'm sure, like the rest of us were, especially because she did this performance on point, okay? After just a few months of having hip surgery. Misty, you are incredible. But here's the thing, there's one important lesson that we can all learn from Misty's Oscars performance. And I want to break this down for you because me and Misty, we go way back. Yep, we go way back. See, I first interviewed Misty on my first podcast that I had 16 years ago. Okay. At that time, she was a soloist with ABT. She wasn't even a principal dancer with ABT yet. And then later on, I also interviewed her on my dance TV show called Inside New York City Dance. And not only that, I used to also have the pleasure of being in ballet classes with Misty at Steps on Broadway on numerous occasions. And when I tell you that Misty is a beautiful person inside and out, okay, her resilience, her commitment to her craft makes me not surprised that she tore the house down, okay, at the Oscars only a few months after having hip surgery. But here's what you need to take away from her performance. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And Misty is the prime example of what that looks like. How do I know that? Because I have her books, okay? I read them to my children. I read them to my dance students. Yeah, I'm a professional dancer and dance teacher also. So I know about Misty and her character and her work ethic and her commitment to her craft. The one thing that you can learn from her is that Misty has consistent daily habits that keep her committed to her craft and getting better and better and better every single day, even as she gets older, even after she has surgery. And if you are someone who follows me and you say, I want to become a more culturally competent leader and live by anti-racist values and principles and practices, you need consistent daily habits and daily practices that keep you committed to your goal of living an anti-racist lifestyle. And here's the thing about those habits. They're not flashy. They're not exciting. And guess what? They're also invisible because no one knows what you're doing behind the scenes. But you know when it shows up? When opportunities arise for you to speak up and speak out against racism. But how do you learn what those habits are? How do you instill those habits within yourself? You get education, you get support, and you get guidance. And that's where I come in. So I want to invite you to join my 7-day challenge called the 7 Habits of Culturally Competent Leaders, where I'm going to teach you how to strengthen your cultural competency skills and deepen your commitment to racial healing and racial unity in 7 days. So you can join that challenge right now at that link on my profile. And shout out to my girl, Misty. I mean, girl, you ate, girl.